Good evening, everybody. Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything. Happy Tuesday. We are here for our next mini expo. And I have the great Rosie with me today. Hello, Rosie, darling.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hope everybody's having a good toasty day. It's very warm here in New York. How's it doing down there for you in Florida?
Pretty good. I can't complain. It's been humid and rainy, but pretty good weather.
Yes, it's like super humid. I just came in my office just now to put my air on until it was 97 degrees up here.
Oof. Yeah, you definitely put the AC on.
Yeah, just like, oh, on. Can't live like that. So, Rosie, darling, tell everybody what's the name of your business?
All Rosie Writes and Publishing.
Okay. And what is it about?
So my business, a little bit about my business, I essentially want to inspire authors and small business owners to just help market and promote their brands. So I help authors publish their books. I help small business owners market their businesses. So I'm kind of just like a marketing and publishing company.
Okay. And when did you start this company?
My baby, its roots began about, I want to say 3 years ago, but I feel like I've been in full swing, like truly full swing, maybe about like a year and a half.
Okay. Perfect. Wow, 3 years ago, year and a half, big time. So, like, explain to me what made you really want to start this business?
So just like a backstory, really, I feel like my baby kind of started as just blog writing. It's just something simple. I wanted to start a blog and I was asking my friends, like, hey, like, I feel like I have a lot of stories to share. Like, let me write this blog. And they're like, why not? So I did. I was like, okay, cool. And then I started writing blogs. And then from there, I've been networking, meeting people. And then I was approached by my first author she wanted help publishing her book. I'm getting her book out there, her story out there. And I feel like from there, it's when it really kind of birthed my baby of, hey, like I love writing. I love helping people. I love just the book world itself. I'm a bookworm. I'm a writer. So just the more I dived into that niche, I realized I have this gift and I want to do it full time. I want to help people publish their book. I want to help people market their businesses. Because I feel like starting a business is very difficult, as if like people don't know the ins and outs. So just helping guide them in those first few baby steps of this is where you need to go. This is what you need to do. This is how you put yourself out there type. So that's kind of how my baby started and evolved.
Okay, perfect. So what do you about self-publishing? I know a lot of us have transitioned to this whole world of self-publishing, as I'm also a self-published author. And what are some of your opinions of the pros and cons of self-publishing?
Definitely pros and cons for sure. Self-publishing is very self-motivated. So obviously, you're putting in the extra time, you're putting in the extra work. You have autonomy over your work, your writing. So I think it just depends on what people is looking for personally. If it's just a personal goal, something you want to attain short term, I mean long term as well, but just a personal goal that you want to strive for. I definitely believe self-publishing is the way because it gives you a quick turnaround time as far as getting that work out there and having your own independence on it. As far as traditional publishing, obviously you're competing with a lot of different people. You're trying to get into these bigger businesses, you're signing contracts. So it's just a lot of obviously dealing with Fortune 500s, bigger companies. Yes, you have bigger exposure and bigger milestones, but the chances are a lot slimmer. So I feel like self-publishing just really gives you your own independence for your own work.
Yeah, because I'm finding there's so many self-published authors out here. And it's actually, for me, as I start thinking, right, when I was younger, it was all about, okay, you got into a publishing house and that's how you publish your book and that's how you got your book out there. There was that whole idea of releasing your own work really didn't exist. So now it's just like everybody's an author and everybody's getting their work out there. So I just think it's great because allowing people to necessarily create a lot easier than what it was before. Like even for me, if I had to I wanted my story to be heard, but if I had to wait on a publishing house to like it enough to want to publish it, to get it out there, I'll just been kind of like twiddling my thumbs talking about here with my friends, let alone actually getting the book done, It would have to be like, maybe not. But with this, people are actually reading my work. So I think it's kind of cool.
Right, right. Getting that exposure, I just feel like people have stories to share. People can connect with individual stories. So even if you're not reaching tens and thousands, you can make a difference with the 15, 20 in your community, like, and imagine all you need is one, and then just keep that network going. Keep your stories being shared. You never know what your story can touch people's lives with. So I think it's
Yeah,
great.
no,
I
I
really
wholeheartedly agree about that. Wholeheartedly. Even though I've sold a few hundred books already.
That's
But
so great. Awesome.
yeah,
Please.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Listen,
absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
excited. My goal for the year is only 1,200, so I'm excited. All
That's
right.
super great,
Yeah, I'm well
really.
on my way. But it's just the fact that it's starting a conversation. And I wanted the conversation to be had. And I think that's a bigger piece for me. It wasn't never about the idea of, even though my editor likes the bestseller and all this other stuff, that's great. I own that in my mind. But ultimately, my goal was just really get people talking.
Right.
People
Start the
talking about the
conversation.
work. So
Absolutely.
you talked a lot about marketing. So explain to me about marketing and why marketing is so important, because I live for marketing, by the way. So go ahead.
For me, marketing, I think it was one of my downfalls. And when I began with, I was scared to put myself out there. I didn't know how, I didn't know where. And I
Yeah.
think people think, the term marketing is such this big, oh, I need billboards, oh, I need, X, Y, and Z, or all this X money to make marketing. But it's as simple as talking to someone, posting on Instagram, putting yourself out there in just your own community, in your own area, letting them know, hey, I'm here. I have a voice. It's kind of small right now, but I'm trying to get myself to the next level. So when it comes to me and my own company, marketing is just something, just those baby steps to get someone started. I definitely think PR agencies and public relation agencies and bigger production agencies will help more, but just helping people understand how important marketing is, because all of your business is marketing, is getting those clientele in, is getting people to know who you are, what you provide, how you can help them. So just knowing, even if you start small, it's still important. It starts somewhere. We all got to start somewhere, right? So
Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well, is because I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday who used to host parties, and they would promote. And I mean, like, promotion be on fire, and they started this business, and I'm just like, crickets. I'm like, well, why wasn't this skill transferable? I'm not understanding why this skill didn't transfer over, because it's the same thing. The same way you push a party flyer or information about an event that you're hosting, you got to push your products the same way. If you look at your promotional emails, that's why email got smart with that promotion section. You have companies that are emailing you 10, 15 times a day, bombarding you with them. So why are you not sending an email twice a week?
correct. Letting people know, hey, I got something going on. Hey, I'm here.
Hey,
Hey,
look at
look at
this thing.
me.
Look at this new thing. You want a discount? Answer this email, do this quiz, post this picture.
Correct.
There's different ways you can get around and get to know people. So I find that really interesting, especially when I host a lot of events all the time, and people don't necessarily promote them. And I'm just like, you can't come back.
Right.
I'm sorry. You want to pay your $150 table fee. That's great. That's nice. But you didn't promote, bro. So
True. And that
you're not worth it for me.
word of mouth is important. Reaching your own clientele, reaching everybody. Hey, like, something's over here. That's really how start the fire starts. Word of mouth.
It does completely. So how are you working your services? Are you like consulting with people as a contract? Are you doing like sessions? So what are you doing currently, and what are you going to be doing in the future?
Well, right now I definitely offer like personal consultations, like appointment based. So I like to get to know definitely my clients on individual one-on-one. How can
Mhm.
I help you? What are you looking for? What are your goals type thing? I definitely want to in the future maybe incorporate I don't know, maybe just quicker short-term sessions. I don't know. Like I definitely want to be able to cater to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to still, carve out enough time, but also I need people to understand like there's some sense of urgency into it, because especially with self-publishing, you can prolong the process. You can make it for as long as you want. No one's really hounding you for anything. So I feel like I'm like that accountability partner. Like, hey, like you came to me, we're gonna set goals and deadlines, and we're gonna, get moving on this thing. It's not a dream anymore. Now we're going to make it a reality. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
just offering some sort of like, incentive, like, meet more often on a regular basis to help consult them through the process, through writing. And then, once it's written, how do we get it published? What's our goals? What are we aiming for? Things of that nature. So that's
Yeah.
kind of what I do.
Yeah. No, and I think that's dope. I think that's great. I think we all need somebody to kind of put the fire to our behinds.
Like a mentor, kind of. A little.
Yeah, we all need that level of support. We always need somebody to check on them. I check on people all the time. Like or everything. If I see people who I've met, who I've worked with, all of a sudden they like drop off of Instagram, I inbox them, excuse me,
Right.
how are you doing? What's going on? I don't see you at all anymore. Are you all right? Is everything okay? Like, oh, I'm just working on this. Oh, but I don't know you're working on that because you haven't told me. So I need you to promote about it, talk about it.
But exactly. And I think sometimes people, honestly, I feel like sometimes it gives people that extra like they don't think anyone's looking at them, or they don't think anyone's caring about them. It's like, no, I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm caring. You told me your goal and I'm gonna hold you accountable for it. So I think it like kicked them in the butt, like, hey, dang, I gotta actually do what I'm talking about. So
Yeah. Like I go stalk people's pages all the time. And I'm like, hey, you haven't posted in 3 weeks. What's going on?
that's
And these
important. That's good.
I do because I care. I ultimately care. Like I get a ding ding. Well, I haven't seen them on my timeline. What's going on with them? And I go and I check out, and then I realize that they haven't posted anything. And then I'm like, well, what are you doing? And they're just like, oh, no, I don't know. I
That's
don't.
true.
I
That's
don't. You
true.
said you have a business. I need to know about your business. How many
And what
McDonald's
you
commercials
do.
are you watching when you watch television?
Also true. Also true when you think about it. This imagine how many times you watch the same commercial through
Over
all.
and over again. Go ahead and share that post every day.
Absolutely. Don't be, because I used to, one of my biggest downfalls, I feel like I used to always think that people would get annoyed by as much stuff, or people like, oh, they don't want to see it. But it's like the people that need to see it will see it. And then the people that are ignoring it, the more they'll see it, they'll probably be enticed to click. So keep blasting it out there. Keep
Word.
annoying people. Yeah.
Word. Like I'm going to be in Detroit this weekend. People are getting posts about Detroit 5 times a day.
Of course.
I'm just going to
As
keep
you
on
should.
posting. Keep on posting. Then after the
If you
event, I'll
want
go
people
through and I'll
there,
clean my
yeah.
Instagram and erase things out at the end. But until then, they get 55 emails and 15 posts a day. I don't really care.
How else are you going to get the word out there? At least they're seeing your name pop up. At least they're saying, hey, like.
Constantly, I'm going to drown the algorithm. I don't really care. So how can people book you for services?
Through my website, I do offer, I have like a contact me, like a little tab, but mostly I just feel like so far I've been getting a lot of referrals, a lot of like word of mouth through people, but I would just love if people just reach out to me personally, email me, send me email, call me. It's all plastered all over my website, my contact information. So, hey, let me know what you're interested in, what you're trying to do, and let's see how we can create a game plan to get you there.
That's perfect. So let's shift into your community advocacy.
Okay. That's
Very
just a big
excited about it.
word. It sounds like a big word. Oh man.
Well, it is community advocacy, right? Being out there and with the project that you work on. So tell everybody about your project and how they can support.
Yes. Okay. So upcoming July 30th, next Saturday. I actually have a flyer here. I'll just put it in the system.
Ding!
Like
Yeah,
this filter is not helping. There we go.
there you go. That's a good spot right there.
But just a little bit about this event. It's a back to school event. So we're doing a back to school backpack give back event where I partnered with a few small businesses, God Gotcha's nonprofit organization, just to go crafting it, Deals and Flowers, Little Shops Marketplace. And we've all kind of just put our heads together and helping hands. We've all kind of put our heads together to create this give back event where our goal is to provide 100 backpacks filled with supplies, hygiene products to the students in Volusia County. So grades K through 12 in the underserved community of Daytona Beach. So at Daytona Beach, we're going to pass out backpacks, give out free hot dogs, free food for the children. And we just want to essentially just help that community. There's a lot of underserved areas. The projects are in that community. So we just really want to help out, feed the kids, get them ready for back to school. What we're really looking for is donations, of course, supplies if you have them. So, I have a supply list. So backpacks, we still need a few, about 50 more. Folders, notebooks, pens, pencils, hygiene products. So, travel size deodorants, shampoo, conditioner, soap, things of that nature. So we're really just trying to just help out this community, help out the kids, help out the parents, and then also educate the community while they're there.
Mhm.
While we have their ear, I definitely want to talk to the parents about, working with their children and behavioral developments and how to help those children with ADHD and autism and how to help them better learn. I want to educate the community about insurance, getting prepared for your future, finances, things of that nature. So hopefully, ideally, that's the goal for next Saturday, July 30th, from 1 to 4 in Daytona, is just to give back to the community in the best way we know how.
I'm very excited. Did you get my donation?
So I haven't received it in the mail yet. I will go to the post office this week. So hopefully it's there waiting for me. And but I already wrote you down on the list, Black Girl Everything. We're definitely got to get you out there for
Track my
sure.
stuff.
No, but yeah, honestly, send me the tracking number. But I will be at the post office tomorrow, making sure that we got our folders, rulers. I'm so excited. Erasers.
Yeah, I'm highly excited about it. So I wanted to do our interview first today, but people are going to look for information. They can find it in the Black Girl Everything group, be posting where they can actually ship stuff to directly. And I'm also be putting out an email blast. It'll also be my Instagram if people are interested in donating, because every little bit counts. So you don't have to go and buy, maybe 100 pieces. Maybe you can donate 20 pieces or 10 pieces of this and 10 pieces of that and put together some stuff to send over. Or if you have really cool products you want to donate them. There's a whole bunch of different options that people can do to put in the kids' bags. Really exciting. Really exciting. I'm very
Yes.
excited about the event.
Yes. And honestly, it's a great way to promote your business too for small businesses or other, if you have a product or an item you want to drop it in the kids' bags, you think would be great promotion wise. We definitely want to work with small businesses as well to help us, plug themselves in and also give a kid something free. So
Yeah. No, I think it's dope. I think it's amazing. People sometimes they get so caught in why about the whole donation thing. Oh, I don't have enough product. I'm not gonna figure it out. You should keep a certain amount of inventory that you're just giving away. And it's not doing it all the time. Like I do a lot of in-kind type donation sponsorship opportunities for people. Like right now I'm doing a major event in Atlanta, the James R. Foundation for Alzheimer's, right? I'm doing that on the 21st. Where I'm doing 300 gift boxes.
that's really cool.
300.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's amazing.
It's a lot of boxes, all right? But what I did was I reached out to multiple businesses and said, can you donate 15? Can you donate 20? So it's going to be a variety of Black women-owned products in these different 300 boxes. So people's like, your neighbor may not have the same thing that you got in your box. You never know. Or the whole table. I don't know how to dish it out, but it is what it is. But it's just about having those opportunities. And with Black or Everything, like from providing those type of opportunities for people to get themselves out there and market and promote and get your name on some flyers and help some people in the end, ultimately.
Absolutely.
Like especially about the kids. I was excited to send some stuff. I was like, ooh, send this.
I was like, that's awesome. I was like, I'm so glad you just had this stuff. Honestly, and honestly, I've been more like, no matter who I talk to, no matter if I think you can or can't help, you never know what a conversation will lead you. So it's like, hey, about your event, just tell them about what you got going on. They might be able to provide you something. They might be able to tell someone who knows something.
Yep.
So it's like, don't be scared to share. Sometimes I like break out of that shell. Like, don't be scared to share.
Yeah, I get in that shell all the time because I definitely suffer from imposter syndrome, like really bad. And when I list some of the things I do, people like, you do that and you do that and you do that and you do that. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever.
Is that what imposter syndrome is? Is that what that really is? Really? Because I feel like I definitely do that.
Where it's ultimately you're shining, but it's hard for you to see your own shine. And you don't think it's necessarily you. But then other people remind you constantly about who you are, and you're just like, what are you talking about? That's imposter syndrome. I'm definitely trying to process and work through that, but I think a lot of businesses are like that. But ultimately, people who suffer from imposter syndrome also can self-sabotage sometimes.
Ugh, tell me about it. don't preach to me right now.
Definitely, because you don't take in account who you are, right? Or what you're really accomplishing and what you're really doing. So when you're in those moments, you don't take advantage of those moments. I'm a caretaker. My birthday is I'm a Cancer. So I have this issue with providing space for everybody, but not necessarily dominating when I'm really supposed to dominate in certain spaces. I'm very shy to do so. You miss out on opportunity like that. So
That's true. Absolutely.
I'm working on me.
Aren't we all? It's a growing
Right?
process, right?
It is. It is. It is. But you got to recognize who you are and what you're doing. That's definitely the key point. So Rosie, are you still there?
Yes, 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 yes. Did I go somewhere?
Oh no, I saw you move your arms. So I thought something happened.
No, I'm trying to like get a little bit better lighting. I don't know if that's gonna help or not.
Okay. Now it's lighting on your forehead.
There you go.
Yep, that's much better. Now you're glowing. That's really working. Okay, that's good. So Rosie, how can people reach you? Please list your website and your Instagram and tell people how they can book you if they want to look into publishing your book, or how people can donate towards your project, besides looking on my pages where I'm going to post all the information.
Which is super awesome. I thank you again, of course. My website, allrosiewrites.com. So ALLROSIE, and then writes like writing something. So WRITES, allrosiewrites.com. It has all my information. So my contact information, my social media. Crazy enough, it doesn't have information about the event on there, but I will definitely do that because that's on my to-do list for sure. I know, like, oh. But yes, but we have a Facebook page. So of course you can find me on Facebook, all Rosie Writes. It has all the event information on there. Instagram handle, the same thing, at all Rosie Writes. You can literally any social media platform. If you type in all Rosie Writes, you'll find me. Rosie Basquin, you'll find me. So I'm everywhere.
Marvelous, marvelous.
I try to blast
So
myself
you're
everywhere.
Everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. Good, 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 good. I'm just making sure there's anybody on who has any questions. Try to pay attention to people. Okay, we're good. All right, wonderful. So thank you so much for your time today. I truly appreciate you coming on. All right, and I'm gonna send you the tracker information. I sent everything through Amazon so I can see it. All right.
Oh yes, and honestly, my name, Google my name, Amazon, my books will show up. My company's books will show up. I'm telling you, I'm everywhere.
You're a winner.
Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate you having me
No,
tonight.
I appreciate you though. We shall continue to work together as you expand your brand, especially as you get more into your community work, because it totally aligns with everything that I believe in as well.
Ah, perfect. Thank you so much. I look forward to it.
All right, Rosie. Until we speak again, have a good
Yes,
night.
absolutely. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.